Welcome to the Political Arena Show. The temperature in this room has been rising.
This is an enemy of development in our country.
Maybe there will be corruption in that case.
Caroline Jerry. And on set we have the President, Honorable Edward Michuki, and we have a political analyst, Honorable Nora. Welcome. So in today's show, we are just going to talk about the current political heat, whereby in 2019, it was moderate. It was not that high, but in 2020 we crossed over to a higher note of the political heat. And after the handshake, there was this something called BBI that was introduced, and there's someone in the mashinani who is still trying to understand what it is. In a very few words, what BBI is.
Yeah, BBI, this is a Building Bridges Initiative. This was made through the handshake when Mheshimiwa Raila Odinga and His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta came together and they said now we should end political personalities and consider, let's bring our personal interest aside. Let's move this nation from a self-interest nation to a nation of inclusivity.
And what does this BBI entail?
There is inclusivity of political or leadership, inclusivity of all the tribes in Kenya. That's why they have come up with the political structure that is going to be amended by the referendum by early July, as it was stated by the Honorable Raila Odinga, that there must be a president, the vice president, the prime minister, and the deputy, and the secretaries, instead of electing, instead of the president to appoint CSs or cabinet secretaries, then these CSs will come from the parliament. They will be selected, and again, after coming from the parliament, then the leader who will maybe be number 2 in a presidential election, he will not be thrown away to feel isolated. Then people will start fighting. He will feel in the government whereby he will be leading the opposition team in the parliament.
So, what can you tell the viewer about BBI?
Okay, I can say that the launching of the BBI to those people in the mashinani is a very good idea. So that, and also those people should be given an opportunity whereby they will give their views. Like, do they think that it is right for them to do that? Because many people are actually opposing the part whereby you are not supposed to elect those other leaders except the president. So that is where the problem is. The part of employment and those others, I think many people are okay with that. But those actually, I can say the people who are in charge of that BBI can just take the feedback from those people, the mwananchi, the common mwananchi.
So according to you, BBI is good. It is just okay.
Yeah.
There is nothing wrong with BBI.
No, okay. It is good, yes, for now that they are launching it, but the problem comes whereby the negative
implementation or the
negative effects of BBI, because for every action there must be a reaction, either positive or negative. So that negative impact is where
is more. It's the ratio is 9 to.
This thing, it is made to be used with our children, grandchildren, and grandchildren. So we need a Kenya whereby everybody feels like is included in the government. Even that small tribe with a small number of people will feel included in the government through getting some post in the government without having no opposition in the government. You can see the previous years whereby we had opposition. Nothing was just progressing. Everything was just criticizing each other or throwing words. But by now, we are in one Kenya, whereby I want to send a very strong message to the DB, William Ruto, wherever you are just watching this. This Kenya belongs to 45 million Kenyans, not for personal or not for 2 people. And these 2 Honorable Excel Raila Odinga and Uhuru Kenyatta, they made a good choice for us. They have a bright future for us. Calling you a hustler, it doesn't mean you will take an advantage. And for sure, you are not an hustler. Yesterday, you had a meeting in a fundraising in the Western Yusuf County, just pointing what's all true, what's to the BBI report, to the BBI meeting that was held, that this useless, that they are just wasting the government resources by running to the BBI. You are saying Kenyans should read the BBI. Who will lead them? Who will translate the BBI? And who will just clarify them about this BBI report? Don't hide behind the BBI report. Come straight forward and say, I'm not pleased with the BBI, with this BBI. I'm opposing it. Then stay aside. Start campaigning for 2022. We had your people yesterday talking about the politics that already the politics has started. This Dimas Panasa, he said politics has already started and they can't wait. So, Your Excellency, Deputy President William Ruto, stop hiding, come out and say this is what is it. Why are you feeling that you are going to be affected, you personally? What about 45 million Kenyans? Okay. All of us, we want Kenya, we want to move together, and we want to appreciate everybody in this country.
Thank you, Mr. President. So, Honorable Nora.
I have a question to him.
Yes.
Okay, I just want to ask you, do you think, Honorable, the DP, Ruto, is he wrong or right by doing what he did?
He's wrong.
Why?
He's just like an hypocrite. He just accepted the PPI publicly. When he went outside there with his political servants, he started saying PPI is not the report which is not good for Kenyans. It has logic behind it. There is some personalities who want to gain about it. This PPI report, it came to affect the DP Ruto because now Raila Odinga is now in touch with the president. Because they have come together, now Ruto feels like he's left outside. Even his people, they say there is no way they are going to collide, to unite Laira or the handshake. They are just saying handshake is useless. That's why they are just telling them, let them start their politics of coming 2022. Remember what the meeting was held in Nyasa region in Kisii with the Honorable Raila Odinga and the leaders, like CS Fred Matiang'i and because I heard the DP saying that that was a political plan of 2022 because there is Matiang'i and Anu. That's not.
So BBI has turned from all that to politics, the 2022 politics.
That is something we want now to tell these Kenyans that this BBI, coming early July, we are going to have a referendum. Then to pass the PPI through common mwananchi. Okay. This thing that the PPI it is good, the DP is accepting that the PPI is good, then it should be passed through Parliament. Why he wants this to be passed through Parliament? And yet, the sovereign power lies to the people of Kenya, according to the Article 1 of the Constitution. So, the Kenyans are the one to decide, because those Parliament MPs, they can be bought by this DP, then to make sure that report it's not of no use to Kenyans, then to be withdrawn, then Kenyans will still remain in the same years of the past.
So, Honorable Nora, do you think the Kenyans have been involved or engaged in this BBI? And if not, do you think they should be?
Yes, the Kenyans have not been engaged. That is something for sure. So I think they should be engaged in that. So their feedback should be taken back, and then the BBI should be reconsidered.
I think
another thing is, do you think that the DP did that for personal gain? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, exactly.
Why don't you think that the DP did that just because there is this common mwananchi that is opposing the same BBI that you're talking about? Why don't you think that way?
Okay, because every Kenyans have agreed and accepted the BBI.
Not every Kenyan.
Some of them, some of them who are just opposing the BBI, it is through these political sycophants who are just opposing the BBI report itself. They are just telling the Kenyans, lying to Kenyans, this PPI. Even there before, even the report is out about the PPI. They started saying that PPI is misleading Kenyans, that PPI. And yet, they had no information about the PPI. But after the launch, why did they accept that the PPI is good now? Let it go to the Kenyan common mwananchi. They accepted. It's only what it is. There is issues they want to make sure the PPI is not going to succeed.
The common mwananchi is insecure about the same thing.
Exactly.
Whereby the parliament is going to elect those other leaders except the president, whereby the president will be elected by the common mwananchi.
Yes, exactly.
So what the government should do something on that aspect, whereby they are supposed to elect the
you mean that the common mwananchi to elect the prime minister? It won't happen because what we need in this political structure, this transformation of this politics, we want whereby you run for presidency, you fail, you come number 2. Instead of your people feeling isolated or left out, then you are being given an opportunity to lead the opposition in parliament. Then you will now pressurize the government to be accountable into their agendas of this Kenya.
So
okay.
If you are the president of this Republic of Kenya,
yes.
Now the people, let's say the people have accepted,
yes.
and they feel the only problem is that they are insecure. What will you do about that insecurity that they have?
In the BBI report, security is included in the BBI report. And the BBI report stands that it is not something promised. We say security, then we deal with the matter immediately.
So maybe we should, you should take 2 minutes to wrap up, because I have received a message from my director saying that we have 5 minutes to wrap up the show. So 2 minutes, that you can wrap up on this discussion of the BBI.
Okay, I can just say the BBI is a good idea. So the only thing that should be considered is whereby the feedback from the common mwananchi should be taken so seriously, because they now feel very insecure. Yes. That is the key thing there. Another thing is, they feel insecure because of this. Kenya is prone to corruption. That is the key thing that should be there. Maybe there will be corruption in that case. So that is the insecurity there.
Personally, I want to say that this PPI is a very, very important document to our people of Kenya, and it's going to transform this Kenya. Whoever is opposing this PPI, this is an enemy of development in our country. And again, I want to say that, or to thank our Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta and the Honorable Raila Odinga for bringing this unity into to the people of Kenya. And again, I'm just encouraging them to make more meetings, more rallies, more public meetings, to ensure common mwananchi has got that same information of PPI, to print those documents of PPI and supply them to fellow Kenyans. Then again, they come and clarify where we can't get the content. Finally, this is politics. Tembea pole pole. Hii ni Kenya. Kenya ni ya kila mwananchi. Kenya ni ya kila mtu. Nobody is above the law. Nobody is under the law. We must prevail on the rules and regulations of our government. Finally, now this is the AOP. I want to talk about the issue of Miguna is our brother, yes. Miguna, you are losing track totally. You are losing the way. You are losing the focus, and you are a learned person. Why are you trying the level of your best, criticizing the government, criticizing everybody, as if, even if it is you, being a father in a family, His Excellency is now the head. When he says you need to comply with 1, 2, 3, then you get back to your country. Why are you trying to show every people, Kenyans, that now you have to say you just you dictate. You can't even if it's your right. Yes, we do understand it is your right. Why are you dictating? Just become. You are a patriot. We do understand very well. We feel that you come to your homeland. Feel free. Uongee vile unataka, but not criticizing the government, and the same government is the one you want that to help you to get out of Canada and come to Kenya.
Okay,
Thank
thank
very
you so much.
I'm the president, ICS Nakuru campus, and I wish you all the best. Then let's meet during these rallies of BBI report. Then we'll be giving you more feedbacks about the BBI report. We want every common mwananchi to get the BBI report. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much for being with us today on the Political Arena show. And I am telling you, the temperature in this room has been rising and increasing, where we talk about politics and sweat and laugh and joke about politics. So when we meet next time, we are going to have the same guest, and we are going to have the same discussion about the BBI. Till we meet next time, same place, same time, I have been your host, Caroline Jerry.